Alright guys, welcome back to the Knockout Off-Road YouTube channel. Today, working on the Cherokee with my friend Ben here. He's down here visiting, hanging out, and giving me a hand with this thing. It's been a lot of work. We do have the powder coat parts back. I just picked up today from Young's Custom Coating. And it's all saran wrap now. I'll get that stuff out later, but them parts turned out killer. I cannot wait to get those installed. It's gonna be a little weird running the trails with powder coated parts because we don't want to tear them up too much, but it is going on a rig, so it's gotta get a little wear to it. But right now we're starting out. We got the axle kind of propped up and we're working on the leaf spring bolts. I picked up from the parts store. Let's see what we got up here. I got these new U-bolts. They're at O'Reilly's. So I think we'll throw these on to replace them. They're pretty long. We'll end up probably cutting them down. And then Ben, being the nice guy he is, gifted these Bilstein shocks to us, some steering parts with the Heims, and these leaf springs also came from Ben. The leaf springs I got off that parts Cherokee, the black one you guys seen, them are these ones, but these are just stock ride height springs, which I didn't think they were until I looked up the part number, and they're stock Dorman replacements. So I'm going to be selling these ones, and these ones that I got from Ben are the 4.5-inch Rubicon Express leaf springs. So those are going to be really nice. We also got some, what are these, 6.5-inch coils, Ben? Yes. 6.5-inch lift coils. Not sure, probably won't use those because I just got the other ones from that black part sheet again, and those ones are actually powder coated. So for now we are going to, that's Ben's dog Remy. For now we're going to get these leaf spring bolts out, and I'm praying that the bolts aren't seized up there because Ben and I have been around the block a time or two with these Cherokees. And yeah, we're gonna find out if these springs come out. We'll let you know. We are going to see if the impact's gonna get this one off. I don't know where that wrench came from, but yo, I'm pretty sure that's the one I was missing. I don't think this impact's gonna get it, Benny.
Oh, neither.
Yeah. No. Here's my wrench. I think this was from when I was taking the shocks off. Yeah. Alright. Let's try this again. You want this piece? Alright. Give her hell. Oh my god.
Okay. So, I gave her hell.
Okay, Ben moved the whole Jeep.
We're gonna have to get some serious leverage. I'll go up with it.
Well, what if you go down this way?
Well, if I go, what? How I just was?
Yeah, rotate this around here. Go. And then you can put pressure down.
Let's switch to this.
Kind of scared.
Yeah, me too.
Are you scared?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Smash my hands. You got WD-40, buddy?
Got something. Going down. But the socket looks like it's gonna fall off.
Yeah, that's it.
This is a terrible design.
I know. I didn't want to smash my hand on the nut.
What about the...
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that going on that thing.
Something's twisting.
Uh-huh.
It feels like it's seized in the bushing. You hear that?
Bushing's not moving.
I wonder if the impact will spin it, smack it. We're a schmackaroo.
Tap it.
Yeah. Nah, that's not working.
Hit it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh my. That scared me. Alright.
This will work.
Oh, that's one.
No, we'll probably need it again.
Woo! We're gonna use some anti-seize. Anti-seize.
For sure.
Look at that bushing, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I told you it wasn't seasoned in there.
Well,
I mean, maybe in the sleeve,
yeah.
but it
Usually-
didn't move the bushing with it.
Usually these leaf spring bolts, guys, they get seized. All this corrosion buildup here, they get seized in this metal bushing in here, and then it spins the whole thing. Then you can't get the bolt through the hole because the metal bushing is basically welded here. But this bolt's definitely, it's not. I mean, we're definitely gonna reuse it, but
Clean her up, it'll be fine.
yeah,
Nothing
throw some
ever
anti-seed
happened.
on it. Maybe clean up those threads a little bit. We'll be good. Well,
No.
next step.
3 to go.
Yeah. Next step, we got this one up here. We'll get some more light on that one and see what we can do. Benjamin, see, you're going the wrong way.
I know.
You want this? Here.
Yeah, probably.
You're gonna need that. You're not strong enough to do that.
I need to be where you are, though.
Oh, okay. Alright. We'll watch Ben from a distance. Is it going already?
What do you think? This actually, I'm so freaking surprised. This came out like butter, dude. First turn.
No kidding. Alright, I'm glad.
Actually, hopefully it's not.
No, don't say that.
So right in the subframe,
Yeah.
they have bolts
Yeah.
that are nut, like welded. It's a nut welded to the subframe.
Oh.
So if that's rusted off, it could be spinning with it.
Oh, that's not happening. It's just gonna come right out.
I'm just saying.
It's gonna come right out. Oh, that sounds great. It sounds just like the front one did, so we're good. Easy, Tiger. Oh, shit.
I got it.
Good job, Ben.
In case we need them, because you could always just sell them.
Well, I'm not too worried about that. I don't know if I've really seen anybody run stock shackles.
Yeah,
So if these are 4.5, they're probably sagging a little bit.
they are.
Probably-
No, they're not.
These
sagging.
came off Ben's Jeep.
When you made those custom brackets, that added another inch. So it's probably at around 5.5, and I had 2-inch shackles. They could be 3.5. I don't even remember now. Because I know those shackles you made added an inch, and then I had either 2 or 3-inch shackles, or the blocks you made. I should
So
say.
should we go to O'Reilly's and buy their 2-inch lift shackles?
Wouldn't be bad to have.
I'm gonna go to O'Reilly's and pick up some of their lift shackles.
Makes sense as why he had to do so much cutting.
Because I don't think this is gonna work with the just the leaf springs and the stock shackles. So we're gonna go to O'Reilly's. We'll be back and throw this side together and then start on the next side. Alright guys, we're back from O'Reilly's and I found this shackle kit. I bought it. It was the only one they had. It's not gonna work, unfortunately. It's a little too wide down here. But these things are they look huge to me for some reason. I don't know. I was planning on using this second up hole there, and then obviously this bolts up into the Jeep body, but it's too wide. So they're not gonna work. So we're gonna have to return these. We're gonna get I think we're gonna get the shocks in. We're gonna clean them up first, get the shocks in, and then get the front of it. The hard part's done. At least getting the bolts out, but I'm gonna order, I think, some boomerang shackles. See how those go? Some 2-inch lift ones. And just go from there. Kind of sucks I couldn't get them today, but that's all right. The boomerang shackles, I think, will be a better option for us. We'll get that shackle set at a better angle, and it'll ride a lot nicer. So right now, Ben's already getting after it. This is why we keep Ben around. He just gets after it, getting stuff done. So we'll get. What do you want to do, Ben? You want to start on that side, getting that one out before we put this one in?
Might as well.
Yeah. All right.
I can just put both in.
Yeah. All right.
The hard part, you know. Get the hard part over.
Yeah, like Ben said, let's get the hard part over with. Start getting this side over. I got all these parts sitting here still. This is the track bar Ben gave me, the upper control arms.
Those are nice. Are those core 4x4?
I think those are max speeding rods they sent to me, but I'm not going to use them because I have the long arm kit.
Shit, I might buy those off you then.
For what?
Future Jeep.
You can just have them. You gave me all this stuff.
I mean, I basically have them.
Yeah, they're right there.
the same thing.
All right, we're gonna get to this side, and hopefully these both come out a little easier.
Together we have one brain cell.
Take your guesses on this one. I think this one's gonna be just as much of a pain in the ass as the other ones.
You going my way?
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's out.
Just careful when you set it down.
Yeah. Look at that.
You
Sweet. Yep. You got her?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Yeah, anybody need some stock Cherokee leaf springs? We got 2 sets over here.
And we'll have 2 more in 2 weeks too.
2 more in 2 weeks.
Most likely.
I've got a parts jeep out back, but I'm not really planning on taking the leaf springs off it.
This is the
I was like, we could.
come by.
All right, we're in business. We're gonna have to do something about this rear brake line. I've seen people just let that bracket hang, but it'd be nice to get an actual extended brake line in there. I don't know yet. I think Rough Country sells the kit of 3.
You could always just add brake line too.
Well, it's a soft line.
Well,
This one I'm
to the
talking about?
connection up top.
Oh,
If you take it out of that bracket,
yeah, I don't know.
add a little bit maybe, and let it hang. But it's
We're doing this legit bad.
also risky.
Yeah. Where are they gonna be?
I should.
Oh, yeah. I was worried about them being too long. Oh, that crap. Okay.
I remember we spent a bunch of time with our wrench,
What's what?
wrenching on them because you got tight.
Yeah, you can't hardly put a socket on it because of how tall they are. And then you gotta chop them down. Alright, we're getting this side lined up. Got the bolt lathered. Yep, that's working. Hang on a minute.
Too far, too far?
Yeah, too far.
Okay.
Come forward with it a touch. Alright. I think it's in there. Alright guys, we're back. It's the next day now, and we are working on, we're at a halt right now. We're waiting on shackles for the rear in the mail. And then we are currently, Ben and I are working on getting the front axle out of the Jeep. We're gonna unbolt the control arms, get the track bar out of there, upper, lower control arms, and then we'll just scooch the axle kind of probably out over here and then unbolt the rest of it. And then we're going to start ripping the cross member out. We gotta get this cross member out of here. That way we can get the new cross member in. And then from there, we'll probably end up sliding the axle back into place. Gotta put some bushings back in a couple of these things because they had to get taken out from the powder coater. We've got some new ends for the lower control arm, so I think we'll better get all that stuff in. The springs in. And then I have wheel bearings coming for the front. Like I said, I got the shackles coming. I had one more thing I thought coming for this. Do you remember what it was, Ben? Wheel bearings, shackles.
Himes. No.
I don't think I ordered Heims yet. I don't know. We've got a couple parts coming to button it up, but hopefully this thing will be on its own weight by Saturday. Saturday or Sunday, we'll see. It's the holiday weekend. We got some friends coming in. We're gonna be doing some four-wheeling this weekend. So I'm not sure how much time we're actually gonna be working on it, but we're getting done what we can right now. Let's get to it. We also have to cut the lower control arm brackets off. So yeah, we got some work ahead of us. Finished pulling the front axle out. Time to cut. Ben's going first. Ben's gonna tackle the passenger side. I'm gonna get the driver's side. Get these brackets out of here all the way because you cannot have stock lower control arm brackets with long arm kit. So we're gonna cut them out. I'm gonna put on a time lapse of him cutting these. We'll get the other side cut and then we'll drop the cross member. Alright guys, that was a little bit of a battle, but this thing's still hot. We got this bracket off. These stupid things are like double layered. Well, I see 3 layers there, 2 over there, and then they got this stupid back piece. But anyways, it's off. It's not pretty. We resorted to using a Sawzall instead of the grinder the whole time. And then I'll go back through the side, kind of clean it up, make it a little more presentable. Then this side will be done, and Ben is starting on the next side right now. So we'll get him cutting that side off, and then I'll be over here cleaning this side up. Alright guys, we are all wrapped up with both lower control arm brackets. Got them cleaned up as much as we can. It's definitely a lot easier if you have like a plasma cutter or something, or a torch, but this is what we have and it's gonna do just fine. So I'll throw some paint on those just so it doesn't rust and look all crappy under there. We got Ben over here unboxing the parts. If you guys didn't see my, if you're not following Knockout Off-Road on Facebook, you guys probably didn't see the color. I showed you guys the color on the Facebook page, so if you're not already following that page, make sure you follow and like that page on Facebook. I post like kind of sneak peek stuff on there, and before I get it out on YouTube on there. So, but right now Ben is unboxing the control arms, cross member, upper and lowers. We gotta press the bushings into the lowers, and then I have replacement ends to go in there. We gotta thread the ends in here. But this color out, well, it'll look even different out in the sunlight, but here in the shop with the lights, it looks pretty wild. It's a pretty cool color. Hopefully you'll be able to see most of the stuff under the Jeep, but we've got tie rod, drag link, and track bar over here still, as well as the springs. And this stuff turned out awesome. That track bar bracket we gotta put on. This is kind of our scrap pile. We got 2 sets of stock leaves and stock control arms, track bar, springs, all that stuff. We're gonna keep chugging along. Next step is to drop this old cross member out of the Cherokee, bolt up the new cross member, and then we can probably slide the axle back in there because we got that out of the way. That was nice having it out of the way so we can get under there and cut them brackets off. But we're gonna keep unboxing this stuff, and then we'll drop the cross member, get the axle back into position, and then kind of go from there. We are on, I think, day 3, and we're still working on the Jeep. We're into a little bit of an issue. I didn't replace these bushings on the lower control arms, and I pressed them out, but I kept the metal, this outer sleeve in here. Let's see if I can, I'll show you guys. I'm gonna go digging in the trash here. Ugh. So I kept these in, and obviously you can see they got powder coated, because you got to pull the bushings out for when they go into the I don't know, powder coating process when they get heated up. So I pressed the bushing out, but I should have got this whole sleeve out, and I didn't do that. So I ended up ordering some replacement bushings, and then we knocked the sleeves out carefully, and still looks pretty good. We got a couple nicks here and there, but it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be a wheel in the rig, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyways, Ben and I got these out. It was quite a challenge, but we used a ball joint press, and we pressed them back in. So they're like 30 bucks for a set on Rough Country, and they actually sent me 2 sets. So I got 2 extra bushings, which is nice. And now we are going to be pulling the old cross member out and putting the new cross member up. We got these guys in here. We had to clean up the threads. They like powder coat these threads for the on the Rough Country joints. They're a pain in the ass to get in, so that took quite a bit, and they probably still need some adjusting, but they'll be good for now. But we are going to undo the transmission mount, and then we're going to bolt the cross member up, and then throw the axle under it, get the arms all bolted up, and then I don't know, put the springs in.
Hopefully get it on its own way by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, we've got shackles showing up today. We've got the adapters for the wheels showing up today, and we have wheel bearings showing up today. So we're looking pretty good. We're trying to make some super good progress, and got the Beaver heater kicking today. It's not doing too bad. It's pretty warm in here, and it's pointed right at the Jeep, so it's keeping us warm. So we're gonna keep busting ass on this thing, and hopefully it'll be on its own weight soon. But first of all, let's get this cross member in. Right now, we've got the cross member in. Sorry, it's a little loud. Got the cross member in. We got the lowers bolted in. That's new hardware. And then we're getting the uppers bolted in just like that side. But we didn't have new bolts for here, and I honestly don't feel like going to Ace Hardware right now. So we're cutting the little... Alright, I guess we ran out of battery. Anyways, this is what it looks like when we're done. So it looks a lot nicer than the big old flag part hanging out there. For the ones that don't know what I'm talking about, let's see, where's that other one, Ben? We got a whole bunch of them over here. Here it is. Here's a good one. This is the track bar bolt, but basically they look like this, and kind of ridiculous. This one's supposed to catch, and it doesn't have a head on it, but the other ones do. So we're just cutting this off, kind of making it look like a washer, because I don't want to use random bolts and have to use like 12 different sockets to get the upper control arms bolted off if I have to take them off in the future. So that's what we're doing now. That's where we're at. Ben just got this other side all bolted up. This color is looking awesome under here, even in the garage with the lighting. Really pops, so I'm excited. Next step is, I think we're gonna get this axle shoved under here, get the controllers bolted up. We'll probably have to do some adjusting. We're not gonna know exactly where the axle is gonna sit and where we have to adjust the control arms, because we don't have tires on yet. But we're gonna do that, get the axle under here, get the springs on it, then we can do shocks and stuff later. But this thing should be on its own weight today, so pretty excited, pretty pumped. Yeah, we've got some progress done since the last update. We've got coil springs in. I think we got the lower set to where we want it. This isn't ride height yet. We don't have a track bar set up, so we don't want to jack the axle up and get it kind of on its own weight. Kind of worried the Jeep will just fall over without a track bar right now. But Ben's getting the shocks hooked up right now and all bolted in. We will probably have to adjust the caster. Got the front drive shaft hooked up. Obviously, we got the coil springs in with the retainers. Then I'm over here. Ben actually gifted these to the channel. Some Bilstein shocks for Cherokee. These are the rears, and they're sitting outside for a while, so they're pretty rough, but they're free. And Ben was willing to and they work. Ben was willing to give them to the channel, so we're gonna put them on the Cherokee. Right now I'm cleaning up this one on the workbench, shooting a wire wheel and then kind of skimming it with some WD-40. I don't know how long it'll last. I don't know. I don't even know what kind of finish is on these Bilstein shocks. Just raw and maybe clear coated or something, but they were sitting outside for what, 2 years or something, Ben? Yeah.
More
So
than that.
Ben's getting these
You want
shocks.
these down or up?
Well, I don't know, whatever's easier. Probably down.
Down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down.
All right. This color is sick. This looks good. Yeah, we're making good progress out here. I'm stoked how this is turning out. We got the track bar bracket mounted on right there. All the stuff's nice and powder coated. We're still waiting. It's been like 4 or 5 hours. We're still waiting for the shackles to come in and the oh. Thought that was an update about the Amazon order, but it's not. So we're still waiting on the adapters and all that stuff to come in, but hopefully the rear will be done tonight at least. And then the front, kind of waiting on track bar bracket because I think I'm gonna have to weld one to the axle, but we'll figure something out. Really?
Yeah.
And the front needs to go up.
Yeah.
It needs to get up, but it's big. It's a big rig.
It's a big bitch.
It's big.
Oh, it looks so cool. Going to work every day in this thing.
You like it?
Yes.
Good. It's a little bigger than we thought, but yeah. Here it is on its own weight.
Mine the jack up front.
Can I get it?
No, not yet. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. I don't know where we ended off last time. We're on day like 4 or 5 working on this thing, and it's been almost a week since I started the first part of this video. So the Jeep is right here where it's at. Had some neighbors, shout out to Thomas and Chris coming over helping us put the rear end together. They were coming over to steal some parts off the parts Jeep that I have out back, and parts got delivered as they were here, and they just helped out and started going to town. So huge thanks to them guys. We got the rear on its own weight. I am gonna have to do something about the shackle angle, because if you guys can see, it's pretty straight up and down, and that'll just jab. So I think I am gonna have to order some shackle brackets and then maybe do a smaller shackle, because I don't want it to, because those shackle brackets make it another 1.5 inches of lift, and that's gonna be too high. I like the way it sits right now. That wheel well gap looks good to me. I don't want it any higher, because this is gonna be a street driven Jeep. Right now, we've got the front end pretty much all assembled. We've got the springs in, the shocks in. We still have to do the extended brake lines, which I have up on the workbench. This spring bows out a little bit, but these are used springs. And then the other side does not bow as much, so I don't know. It's not gonna be perfect when you get to this kind of height. The lower control arms are pretty much adjusted as far out as I'm comfortable with, because I measured with an old joint I have, and it's in there about this far, and the threaded bung only goes about that far, so that's about as far as I want to go with those. Let's see what else. We've got the adapters on, we've got the new rotors on. I'm waiting to put the tires on because we got to remount, well, drill out the knuckles and the pitman arm to a 5/8 size. So we're doing that now. We're gonna drill out these knuckles, drill out the pitman arm, And then I've got some offset heims coming in the mail tomorrow. And I also have a track bar bracket coming in the mail tomorrow because if you guys can see, this is our track bar set up here. It's got to be over the axle. And so it's going to be right in this area. This is the factory location. It's going to be right up in here. And that's no big deal. We got a Barnes bracket coming that'll weld right here. Might have to take a little bit off of this upper control arm bracket, but then I'll just reinforce it and kind of weld it all into the track bar bracket. But that'll probably come out here, up like this. It's got 3 different hole sizes in it. So that'll work perfect right there. And then I think that's pretty much it. I was having a problem with, because the steering is straight, they're just all straight bars, and the problem is tie rod and drag link are hitting the sway bar link. So I bought some offset heim joints. I'll show you guys when those come in to try to offset that out this way more, away from all this stuff. But if we have to cut this track bar bracket off and this what is this stabilizer shock bracket off, that's no problem, because I don't think we're going to run a steering stabilizer on it. You shouldn't have to. Usually those just mask issues, like drivability issues. You should have it, be able to set it up pretty good without the steering stabilizer. But I don't know, we'll see when those times come in and then throw them on and see if we hit anywhere else. But that's it for now. Let's get these knuckles and pitman arm drilled out. Yeah, all right. Well, let's get some
WD-40.
some lubricant. Where's that full one? Over here? All right. Give it a little bit of sloob. We don't fry this drill bit. I think this drill bit drilled out a couple knuckles at this point.
Kind of looks like it.
She's still sharp.
Not very straight.
No?
That first, there it is.
You're not straight.
I was just.
All right. How's that?
That's perfect.
These things kind of drill like butter.
Really?
Yeah. It's the pitman arm that's hard. This stuff drills like no problem. Yeah, schloob me up, Benny. Alright. Yeah, look at, we're almost through.
Hell yeah.
The 5/8 isn't that much bigger than the factory. I think it's probably a 1/2 inch the factory one, but this is almost through already. Just like that. There's one. Nice and easy, baby.
So quick.
Yeah. A little bit.
It ain't that bad. There you go.
Oh, my Lanta. Alright. That's that, guys. Drill out those knuckles is super easy. They cut like butter. Now we gotta get, the one that's a pain in the ass is getting here, which I have another pitman arm on the shelf, but I don't know about taking that one off. I think I'll just drill that one from, put a jacket on and go for it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to the pitman arm. Always wear your safety squints. Always wear your safety squints. And of course your knockout off-road hat, that also is used as, that's OSHA approved equipment. So you may want to make sure you get you a knockout off-road hat. Alright. Oh.
Hell yeah.
There we go, baby. 5/8, knuckles and pitman arm.
Just like that.
What'd that take?
5 minutes.
Yeah, 5-6 minutes. No problem.
Steel skills come in handy, eh?
Yeah. All right, guys. Got Ben over here cleaning up the bracket so we can weld it. And then this is what it's looking like down here. Not bad. Match is about the same. I am gonna fit that bracket so the track bar, like I was saying in the previous clip, can be parallel in line with the axle. And then should be able to weld that up, burn it in nice and hot. Not too hot, you don't want to burn the axle seals. And then I think the track bar is good. Gotta find a bolt for this side, which I think I got them up there. And other than that, we're looking pretty good. Track bar bracket's all cleaned up. Axle's all cleaned up. Now time to dust this old bad mamma jamma off. This welder I've had for 5 years, not a single issue. It's Hobart welder from Tractor Supply, I think. This is what built the Comanche, and it's built my dad's S10. Let's see, my buddy Mike's Cherokee, Ben, his Cherokee that he had. So it's built a couple rigs. It's pretty cool. So anyways, we're gonna get this thing welded on, but before that, can't forget, I gotta make sure I line it up. I don't wanna get ahead of myself here. Line that track bar up and then weld the bracket on. It's been about probably an hour.
We got 30 minutes till dinner.
Yeah, well, it's been about an hour. Still messing with this track bar. We've got the axle centered under the Jeep, or the Jeep centered on top of the axle, however which way you wanna say it. But the track bar is a shorter track bar, and this location that I was showing you guys earlier, right here, is not gonna work. It's gonna be too far, and the track bar is short, so it won't fit there. So, my thought is leave this bracket alone. I was gonna notch out this bracket, but we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna notch this upper control arm here, and we're gonna fit this essentially right here in front of, yeah, somewhere in there. So it gives us another like 2 inches of room. Fit that in there. But we're gonna have to notch the upper, if you guys can see my half-ass mark there. We're gonna have to notch that out, and then we'll weld the upper control arm back to this bracket, which will be even stronger. This is 1/4 inch steel, and this is like 1/8 inch or 16th inch, whatever. Super thin. These break anyways all the time. But I think that's what we're gonna do. I just gotta think about it some more and make sure. But right now that's what I'm thinking. So let's do some more thinking, and then next clip you'll see us doing something. Hopefully we don't mess something up. We're back again with another update. We got the track bar bracket tacked in right here, and it's got a small tack right there, but it is going to be able to be welded inside, up there, and down that whole back side. So it'll strengthen that upper, and it'll give us a good track bar angle. Let me see if I can throw this track bar in here a minute. Set you guys up on this tripod here. Just like this. Hopefully my tack doesn't break. But I mean, you want the track bar as long as possible, because, and at a flat angle, because you don't want to get bump steer. And this thing will be street driven, so I'm a little concerned about it, but that does not look bad. The camera's pretty much centered with the oil pan right now, and the track bar is not crazy at an angle, and it's as long as I can possibly have it. So I think we're gonna weld this in, burn the bracket in, and then we're gonna run it like this. Hope for the best. I have a aftermarket track bar that Ben gave us, but it's not powder coated, and it would have bolted in, but I got it after the stuff got powder coated. So I knew I wanted to do over the axle track bar bracket, and that's what we're gonna stick with. So I'm gonna burn this bracket in. Hopefully I still got my welding skills. It's been a while.
I think you got it.
It's been a while since I've welded anything. So we got it cleaned up. Let's weld this thing in. Call it a day. All welded up. Not bad. Not too bad. Got it welded up top there, up there, backside there. It's very hot. I'm trying to show you guys. Got a little water seepage hole in the corner there. I didn't miss the weld. I got all welded in there. And then, of course, the underneath. So, next thing, throw some paint on it, get it on there, and bam. I don't think that's a bad track bar angle at all. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. Is this, are we gonna get terrible bump steer with this setup? Or is it gonna work all right? I think it's gonna work all right. I'm super happy with how the track bar bracket turned out. Honestly, I think we started this thing about 3 hours ago and it was about 5 minutes for you guys. So I'm whooped. I'm gonna let this thing cool down a little bit, throw some black paint on it, and then try to find the right bolt because I need a 5/8 bolt, and I think this is a 1/2 inch bolt. So this is all the stuff that came off that parts Jeep for the steering, and all these bolts are the same size. So they didn't drill the knuckles out on that Dana 30 that was on that parts Jeep. I think they just used whatever fit in the knuckle, and then all the Heims had slop in them because if you can see, these bolts are not the right size for these Heims or these misalignment spacers at all. So I don't know what them guys were doing. They didn't know what they were doing. So is what I found out. So I might have to find another bolt or go buy another bolt. I have to buy bolts for the knuckles anyways for the tie rod. So might as well just buy 3 new bolts. And then again, I ordered the wrong Heims. So mad at myself. I ordered 5/8 Heims and I had 3/4 shank Heims. I don't know what I was thinking. I put a wrench on them and I thought I had the right ones, but I guess I didn't. I was trying to find some of those offset Heims on Barnes 4-wheel drive, but all I found was 7/8 shank size, and I thought I needed 5/8, which I actually need 3/4. So I need 3/4 shank Heims to fit the tie rod, and then I need a 5/8 bolt. And I think I'll need some 3/4 to 5/8 misalignment spacers as well. So I got rid of those. So I'll order them up, and then I'll get this track bar on. And then next time you guys see me, hopefully, this thing's done. I got a brake line coming on Thursday, which is tomorrow, for the rear, an extended brake line. We got the front brake lines done. And then, man, we're about ready for a test drive. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. I'm ready to get this thing out of the garage. I'm ready to, Jenna's ready to go wheel it. So I think we got something sweet planned for when we get this thing out of the garage and the first test drive. So definitely stay tuned for that, guys. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait. But for now, we're gonna throw some paint on this track bar bracket. Go get the right bolts for the tie rod and the track bar, and then we should be in business. Kind of pains me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I wanted to keep the factory flares, but it's not realistic. So we got this taped off. Hopefully you guys aren't screaming at the TV right now, but it's either we cut these flares or we do an aftermarket flare, and we'll try cutting these first, but this is gonna be the cut line we're gonna start with. If we have to do more, we'll do more. So let's start cutting. Alrighty, I think it turned out pretty badass. I tried keeping as much, I don't know, angle as I could. Kind of looks like fangs. I don't think I've ever seen stock flares cut like this. I mean, it's kind of, might be common. I don't know, I've never seen it, but this should give us enough angle for now. I'll probably have to cut later on, but we've got that much room right there, and then it's gonna get bump stops because, like I said before, I'm trying to keep as much factory flare as possible, but this opens up the wheel well a lot, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then back here when we're turning, let's see, it'll probably get the fender. Yeah, it's definitely gonna get the fender in there, so maybe some steering stops. But we're gonna try to match that side, because that side turned out awesome, to this side, which it's always easier to do the first side than the other side, because you can't, you know, matching it and whatnot. So first drive, guys, we got her out of the garage. Getting a little test drive around the around the yard a minute. It's got that little bit of misfire still to it, but I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything from out here. I just wanted to get used to it in the yard before we hit the street with it. And she's already driving it all over shit. That thing looks sick. Oh yeah. I think this thing's gonna work awesome. I just praying. Crossing my fingers it doesn't have a death wobble. Probably a good thing to put my seatbelt on. Alright guys, we're on the road. The gauges stopped working completely, except the temp gauge. That looks like it's working. I don't know, we're probably going 35 miles an hour right now. It's cruising pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It's not bad. We didn't get the alignment 100% dialed because we want to take it out before it got super dark out, but not bad. This thing's a cruiser so far. We're gonna have to tweak a little bit here and there, but so far so good. You can hear the tires, that's for sure.
Look at that beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Alright guys, we got some train tracks. We got some train tracks coming up. But it hasn't tried wobbling at all. And trust me, I know how the old XJ wobble feels when it's coming.
I don't feel anything. Like it just feels smooth.
No sway bars, no steering stabilizer. We got new Heims on the steering. We got some offset ones. I didn't film any of that stuff because I was having terrible issues with Amazon shipping. But here, I'm gonna hit this pothole right here. What?
That was so good.
Usually it's like. Alright, we're gonna go gas this thing up and take it up the mountain.